Alright, so second game's all hosted up already, nice and quick compared to the first one, so that's always nice. This is online. Alright, so Jesse deciding to break protocol and mixing up the colors. That little fucker. There's a lot of different schools in the regular season, but it's a 32-man playoff, and now we're in the round of 8. I'll swap players. Right, there we go. Alright, sweet. Sexy shit. Alright, so. Oh shit, where'd it go? There we go. Alright, up onto the top. As the red Protoss playing for Everest / Menlo High Schools, it is Soobak. And over to the bottom is the teal Terran playing for Torrey High School. It is Onemanarmy, aka Jesse. Actually, wait, let me see if I can... Nope, that doesn't work. Jesse with the smack talk, telling him that he's the worst player on the team. Definitely tooting his own horn quite a bit. He says he's the equivalent of Brock. And we got the Pokemon banter. I don't even know what I'm supposed to... I don't even understand. Alright, so... Anyway, we got a Protoss here. It's my specialty. We have a gateway coming down. I would imagine that we're going to see a 1-gate expand if he decides to play standard. If not, we're going to see some kind of crazy-ass 1-base all-in, which is always exciting to see. Onemanarmy, aka Jesse, aka the true hero of HSL, is going for a 1-Rax something. We don't see any gas yet, so this could easily be a 1-Rax expand. However, that is becoming less and less popular as gas builds are becoming more and more popular, such as Reaper openings and Widowmine openings and the like. So we'll see exactly what he decides to do, but for now it looks like a 1-Rax expand. As the Marine comes up and there's no double gas and there's no extra barracks. But he does not send an SCV down here yet to make it. Okay, there we go. Now he's doing that. Great, excellent, fantastic, sexy. So now we have a second gas coming down from Soobak at 19. This could be either a 1-base all-in or a tech expand. There are many kinds of early Mothership Core 1-gate expands that you can do into fast tech. Since the Mothership Core allows for extremely greedy openings, since it has such a good defense with the overcharge, extra scouting, and whatnot, it allows for Protosses to go for extremely quick tech after their quick expand. Or, again, he could be doing a 1-base all-in, such as Blank or DT or Oracle, Proxy Oracle, or anything of the like. But there it is. There's the third pylon in the base, so that means it's not going to be a proxy. If it was, his third pylon would be outside the map somewhere. This is probably here, or here, or here, or maybe even here. Maybe even here, but that's kind of far away. But anyway, Stalker's going to come out, going to deny this SCV, Militia Core coming out, as I said, which is great and sexy. Onemanarmy, again, is going for the standard 1-Rax expand with the double gas now. Should be getting the 2 extra racks right now, but he's not because he's busy typing like an idiot. And let's see, this probe's going to come out, going to be able to put down a Nexus, and we will see what exactly he decides to do after this with his early gas. Could be anything. Quite literally anything. He could even pull all his probes if he wanted, but it wouldn't be logical. So, factory going down really quickly here with a reactor. This is quite interesting. This is actually very weird. I mean, I'm guessing it's gonna be Widow Mines. I mean, it could be Hellions too, but I'm gonna go with Widow Mines because Widow Mines are pretty cool. That's actually very weird. I'm not quite sure. Jesse, stop talking, for the love of God. Play your damn game. Jesus Christ. So, these Stalkers are going to poke up a little bit, I would hope. Looks like they're going around a little bit. Not quite sure what they're trying to achieve from there. I don't even think they can attack that mineral line. Not quite sure there. But we do have a Robo and a second gateway coming down. I don't see why there's no third gateway, to be honest. It's a little weird. Usually you go up to 3 gateways. Money Scan's going to be able to see everything except for the Nexus. Oops. Except for the Nexus. But he could probably assume that it's there. Yep, okay, Widow Mine's coming out. You got Stim going down on the barracks. There's the extra barracks in the double engineering bay. Double engineering bay coming extremely popular for Terran as well because Widow Mine and Reaper, openings are forcing Protoss to stay much, God, I'm burping so much more defensive. So it allows Terrans to get up their 1-1 much quicker in comparison to the Protoss who've also started getting forges quicker as well in certain builds. However, Soobak not deciding to do that quite yet. He's just going up to the Ro8 as quickly as absolutely freaking possible off a 1-gate expand. He doesn't actually have the gas to make anything out of this quite yet. It's a little inefficiency, I would say. He definitely should have gotten these gases earlier if he was just trying to go for Robo-Bay this quick. Like, he can't even make a Colossus or range at this time when that Robo-Bay finished. The observers weren't even done yet, so tis a little confusing as to why he got this so early. Colossus is going to come out now. Still no forges, though. You really need early double forge as Protoss versus Terrans, since so many Terrans are going for early NG bays. Like, double forge is basically a must at this point. One Widow Mine, going to go over to the third. I'm going to, I guess, deny that whenever Probe tries to go make a Nexus there. And an Observer going to come along and see absolutely everything. Very late starport, so Medivacs are going to be out quite late. It means Jesse can't really do much aggression versus a Protoss at this point with no Medivacs. It would be an extremely weak attack and offer very little in the terms of what the fuck is that word? Running away. There's one word for that. But my brain is ceasing to work. He's gonna just kill these rocks, get his third command center. Retreating. That's the word. That's the word I was thinking of. The word that we learned in, like, 3rd grade. Rock's gonna go down, as looks like Soobak is attempting to play just as greedy, or not greedy, passive, I mean, as Jesse. I don't know. When did we learn how to say retreating? I don't know. Weren't we learning like 3-syllable words and 4-syllable words like in 2nd and 3rd grade? 1st grade we didn't even know how to read, dude. Come on, like, give him some credit. I don't know. Anyway, this 1-1 is really late. Getting back to this game and not about my idiocracy. Idiocy. Is that even a word? Alright, I should stop. 1-1 is really late from the Protoss. 2-2 is halfway done for Terran, so this is basically terrible. You really need to stay on par. More, like, you need to actually stay ahead, but you should at least be on par in upgrades with the Terran. But you should really be ahead. Usually you can have 3-3 out while they're still on 2-2, and you can do a 3-3 timing while they're still on 2-2, and it's really good. But Soobak is going to be unable to do that, as his 1-1 is not even done yet, and 2-2 is almost done for Mr. Jesse. What else we got here? We got the Twilight Council coming down. That's nicely timed so that he can start 2-2 right away. It's always nice to see. So many players I see don't get their Twilight Council, and then their 1-1 finishes, and they're just like, well, shit, I can't actually make 2-2 yet. I've had that happen quite a lot of times. It's quite embarrassing, to be honest. We got a Hellbat drop coming up on the top. Going to be going somewhere. Probably the main. Actually, we got a second one coming from the natural as well. Actually, it's just a couple Marines and Marauders. So that's going to stim up. Going to kill a couple of probes. Slow reaction time from Soobak. He's still actually not attacking it. There we go. Should at least photon overcharge it. Not going to do that either. And that Medevac's going to get away. And in comes the Hellbats into the main. Going to be getting a lot of juicy probe kills. Hellbats are extremely good against probes. So that's going to get a good amount of kills. 6 kills between the two. But he's actually not paying attention, so he's going to lose all of those. That's actually quite sloppy. He could have just boosted away with those, but it will. And the one at the natural is going to come in again, pick away a little bit more, abusing the fact that Soobak is not actually splitting his army at all and just kind of 1Aing everywhere. Drops will completely tear apart anyone that does 1A syndrome and can't split their army up effectively, which is what we see Soobak currently doing. Scan goes down to make sure that this third base is in fact here. And Jesse is just Massent, Marine, Marauder, Medevac, and Hellbat, which is, you know, pretty freaking good. Another drop going over to the third base. While the natural drop still continues to do a little bit of damage. I think it's just a 9-up pylon right there. Medevac actually goes down, so that's going to deny this from doing anything further. What the fuck are these units doing here? This observer can't really see anything either, so Soobak's playing pretty much in the dark right now, and he's getting pinned back extremely hard by all these drops. He's not putting up any cannons, he's not getting any High Templar. Does he even have a Templar Archives? No, he doesn't. That's extremely terrible. He really needs High Templar at this point. Once you're on 3 bases, like, you need Storm and HDs to be able to feed back and, well, Storm. That's pretty important. It's also extremely important for drop defense. You just put a High Templar here, High Templar here, High Templar here, along with a couple cannons, and drops are, for the most part, ineffective as long as your reaction timing is somewhat decent. Looks like Onemanarmy is actually going to attack right now. Does he have any? He doesn't have any Medevacs. He doesn't like to make Medevacs, apparently, which is a little weird. The only ones he's made are being used in drops. He doesn't actually have any with the main army. He's just been making a lot of Vikings, which is kind of weird. Drop is a little bit more going to go into the main as well. There's, again, the one army, the one hockey syndrome is allowing Onemanarmy to do quite a decent amount of damage with these drops. And the push in the front is absolutely huge. 2-2 is done. 3-3 just about to be done. Only 1-1 for the Protoss army. He's caught in a really awkward position. This is not the kind of position he wants to be caught in. All of the ground army is gone. Only one Colossus is left, and the Vikings aren't even getting target fired at this point, so the Colossus is going to die as well. Eventually. Oh, wow. Alright, no, it's not. Alright, now it is. There we go. And the army is completely gone for Soobak right here, so it's looking like a pretty bad spot. And there's the GG. One-man army. Mr. Jesse. Putting up 2-0. Quite sexy play. Potential all-kill incoming. Is it possible? We're going to need some Masters players coming out if we want to see any sort of comeback here. Is a best of 9 format, not a best of 5. So that means he needs 5 kills, which is quite a lot, to be honest.